Hey, beautiful. Are you tired going to bed crying, thinking, why again? Why do I always end up with men who disappear? And if they stay, they end up being emotionally cold and sometimes treat you like free therapy. If you are done with this cycle of pain and want to be next to a man with whom you feel loved, seen, body, mind, and soul, safe and supported, this video is for you. You know, they say opposites attract. That's true. But there is something nobody tells you. It is not that you pick the wrong guy. Your body recognizes your type, a guy that follows the same rules of love you learned as a kid. You can read every relationship book, know all the red flags, but this chemistry keeps drawing you to the same type. Why? Because the key is not in your head, it is in your body. Perhaps, like many women, you try to fix that by making lists of what you want to see in the partner. And then fall for someone completely different. You analyze their patterns over and over, but nothing changes. You keep working on self-love, and still you're attracted to the same guys. Scientists call this familiar pattern. Your body recognizes its type and thinks familiar means safe. Even when you know the guy is bad for you, the body feels, but this feels like home. I am Ksenia, a certified trauma-informed coach. For 16 years, I've been studying relationships, internal family system, the amazing VITA certification from Layla Martin, post-traumatic growth. For 8 years, I helped dozens of women rewire their rules of love and build amazing relationships. I know what I'm talking about because I've been there. Here is the secret I've discovered. We all have hidden rules of love, and we attract men who play by the same rules. Let's see, I will tell you 2 rules of love, and perhaps you will recognize yourself. Perhaps you read his text messages several times, looking for hidden meaning. Or you always know when he was online. You stress and panic if he doesn't reply fast. And what happens? Perhaps you're with a guy who is cold and hot. He's sweet one day and tomorrow he disappears. Or maybe you're the type who thinks that if I will never make a problem, he will stay. He's asking you, what do you want to do? What do you want to eat? You say, it doesn't matter. Whatever you want. Up to you. You even agree with him when you actually don't. And what happens? You end up with a guy who stays at your place, borrows money, uses your car, but for some reason not ready to commit. Sounds familiar? This is not your fault. And the good things, those are the old rules you learned when you were small, and you can change them. Let me tell you about Sabrina. She came to me and she said, I want a good relationship with a good man, but until now I end up with men who are not available. In our first session, we found out Sabrina's rule. She felt that if she shows her real emotions and her real truth and her real power, the relationships will break. We started to rewire this rule in our sessions. And then between the sessions, she would go into the world and test this new behavior in safe containers, first with her friends, then colleagues, and then even in closer relationships. It was not always easy. Sometimes she went back to her old behaviors. She even thought to herself, maybe if I stay quiet, it would be easier. But Sabrina was truly committed to love. She kept going. And over time, she noticed that when she showed her real self, she actually attracted people who really liked that. 6 months later, she sent me a message saying that she met a man who was completely different from all her previous relationships, in a good way. She also got an unexpected promotion and moved into an apartment of her dreams that she wanted to do for a very long time. Years passed and they're still together. Recently, friends were talking about how beautiful their love is. I have many stories like that. They're all unique, but they all are about women who are bloom again into love. My own rule was, I need to work really, really hard and to be perfect. I come from a single parent family. My mom was often seriously ill, so I became a little adult. Did I get a husband who never appreciated any of my efforts? He also left 1 year after my mom died. I was looking for answers. 3 years I studied relationships, sex and intimacy with the amazing Layla Martin. That changed the world for me. And still, the old patterns kept coming back. I kept going, and a deeper understanding and a breakthrough came when I studied post-traumatic growth and when I understood the rules of love that live in our body. And so I learned not only to understand, but also to change those rules in the mind and in the body. When I went to the root cause, the changes became real and stabilized. I'm in a relationship for 16 years now that keeps growing together with us. You might know you shouldn't check his phone, but your hands do it anyway. You might intellectually know that you deserve better, but you keep choosing the same type of guy. Why? Because knowing in your head is different from feeling in your body. Your nervous system makes 80% of decisions, not your mind. So by now you might be wondering, so Ksenia, how do I fall for the right type of guy? First, we find your love rules. Not just understand them, but feel where they live in your body. Second, we teach your body new ways to love. Through breathing, movement and sensing, we create new pathways and automatic reactions. And then, number 3, we make it stick through small daily actions. We create new experiences that teach your brain, this works too, and it is safe. I will teach you the language of your nervous system, so you will understand when your body panics because of the old rules of love, or maybe because you really should be paying attention. You lived by these old rules of love your whole life. And in just half a year, you will not only learn the language of your nervous system, but you will also build inner support, so you will stop looking for a parent in your partner. So imagine you automatically choose men who value you. They text back, they don't disappear, and they are there when things get difficult. Your body relaxes next to your partner instead of tensing. You talk about your needs without drama. Instead of overthinking what did he mean, you simply know your worth. Reactions and behaviors become so natural. You don't think, you just act from self-love instead of fear of being alone. I think I know what you're thinking. I will never figure this out. I've tried everything, courses, therapy, books. Here's what's fundamentally different. Most methods only work with your thoughts. Understand what's wrong, study your patterns, but love rules, they don't live in your thoughts. They are in your body. We do not change what you think about yourself. We change how you automatically react. And that's why it sticks and becomes natural. If you are ready to stop repeating the same painful pattern, if you're ready to naturally attract a man who sees your worth just the way you are, let's talk. Book 1 session with me and I will personally look at your situation and show you exactly how I can help you right now. Link in the description below. I wholeheartedly wish you to stop living by the rules that do not work. It's time to write your own.